It is January, the beginning of a fresh year, and I do believe you've already done your vision board. I do believe you've already written down the goals that you want for this fresh year. And if I'm not mistaken, 90% of the things that are there, they require money. Or even money itself is already written on the vision board. So I believe this is the right time to double check, to remind ourselves to fix our money habits and everything. And I do believe this is the right time for me to share a few things that I've learned about money. When I started applying these tips that I'm about to share, it made me have a different perspective about money. And I'm not a selfish type. I'll be sharing with you as well, but these conversations do not end here. We do meet in the comment section. I believe there's something that you're going to share in the comment section for everyone, me and you and whoever else is watching, so that we learn something about money and everything. Yeah, so let's just get started. Diving right into point number one is be financially literate. Try to understand the language of money, how money is made, how money should be handled and everything. And by already clicking on this video, like, you are already doing step one. And I'm also trying, I think my resolution this year is to read all those famous books about money. Rich Dad, Poor something. I need to read all those books and understand a better knowledge about money. And before, the creators that were talking about money, mostly they were from the US or the UK, and I would never understand what they are talking about. They were talking about credit score. I pay cash in my country. They were talking about mortgage and everything. I was so confused, but right now I'm very, very happy. So many Africans coming out to share everything about finances, everything about money, investing, and I am very, very happy about that. And here is a list of few people that I'm giving my attention because they have the money and they are talking about money. So if there's any other creator, please do share in the comment section. I want to learn everything about money. Yeah, so give time, give your attention to those people. Sometimes someone might talk for an hour and the only message that will resonate to you will be like for only 15 minutes, but just give them time. And that is so super helpful. Once you learn about something, it becomes easier for you to handle it. This is for the people that earn every single month. I'm very guilty, including myself. Like, someone said the hardest people to handle money or make money are people who live check to check, check to check. One, because it limits your planning. You're planning in 30 days, you're planning in a month, because that's when you have money and everything. Number two is all your money comes in a very big amount. Finally, you're like, I have the money and everything. And you will handle money differently because it's big, it's a lot, it's too much money. The way we handle money is really different from people who earn money daily. And that made me realize why we hear very many bad stories from Africans in Arab countries. We are paid monthly. We just get this big chunk of money. That's when you hear all the sad stories. They ate my money, they're misusing my money, or at the end of the years we spend here, we don't really have that much. And now I understand why the other Africans in the other diaspora, that is America or the UK, Australia, they are very stingy. And I never understood why you're like, you people are earning more than we do. Why are you stingy? It's because most of them are earning like weekly or daily. They value every single dollar. They value every single euro. And over here, we are getting these reals in a big chunk and there's not really that much care. And wow, that made sense for me. So I sat down and I'm like, let me calculate how much money I make per day. And you're going to be humbled. You're like, okay, working under this hot sun, all these working hours, all this, like, sometimes you're going to be humbled, or you might actually be like very, very grateful. You're like, wow, I make this in a day. That is going to help you like take your job seriously and even work harder. Or on the other hand, you're like, I need to improve my life. I need to find a better job. I need like A, B, C, D, and E. So calculate how much money you make in a day. And me knowing that figure in my head limits my useless spendings. Money comes with spending, and sometimes you are going to find something beautiful that you are going to love, and you cannot figure out whether you should buy it or not. The price is just there. It's not expensive, it's not cheap, so it's just there overstuck. The best way for you to make a very good financial decision is going to be for you to calculate the cost per use. And I got this idea from when girls were talking about girl math. I was like, okay, what is girl math? But through that entire conversation, there's someone who shared this trick. She was like, me, if I can't decide what I want, I calculate the cost per use. I'm like, what is that? And she went on to explain, like, for example, if she found a dress and she likes it, it's beautiful, she can afford it, something like that, she would ask herself, like, how many times can I wear this dress? If that dress is $100 and she's like, it's too short, I can only wear it to a few places and everything. So if she's like, in a year I can wear this dress like maybe 2 times, so that dress is going to be $50 per use. Every single time she brings it out, it will be $50. And then when she finds out, oh, I can wear this dress to church, I can wear it to work, I can wear it when I'm going out and everything. For example, she's like, in a year, if I'm going to wear this dress for about, let me say 10 times, then the dress is going to be only $10. And that made sense to me, and I hope it makes sense to you. Before, I never understood why people would buy expensive brands. Like, you can find the same bag at a cheaper price and everything. But later on, I got to understand most of the branded things, they are really, really good quality. Someone will carry one Gucci bag for 15 years. Yes, they bought it expensively, but if you're going to calculate the cost per use, it's probably like only $10 per wear or $10 per use. But when you go on and you keep buying these cheap bags, you might end up that at the end of the year, if you're to calculate how many other cheap bags you have bought, because the one you had got spoiled, it faded, the zip came off and everything, it might almost be the same money like the person who bought one Gucci bag and everything. Yeah. So when you're stuck in those moments, just calculate the cost per use. Yeah. Sometimes I will leave a very beautiful thing. I'm like, I love you, I need you, but you are expensive. I'm only going to use you like probably 2-3 times, and you just go on without the guilt of, I have the money and I didn't get it. You understand, I will have it and it will just sit in the wardrobe and waste my space. I rather go for something that is expensive, but I know I'm going to use it. I'm going to use every single value that it has. So that is the trick with cost per use. Still talking about spending and shopping and all that, another way for you to make a very good financial decision is, you see those prices that are very tricky, 79, 59, 54. It's almost big, but then it's less, because like, this is not 100 real, it's 79, so it's like 80 real and everything. Our brains in the shopping mode, they are going to automatically round 79 to 80 real. You're like, 8 real, I can take it, I can buy it, which is very true. But just be honest with yourself. I've learned to always round off those weird prices of money to the nearest big money. Let me try to explain. The big money are those big notes that I do not want to change. I don't want to break it down and everything. For example, anything I find that is 69, 79, 89, 99, for me that is the same price. That is 100 real. Because to be honest, for example, if a dress is 79 and I buy it, they're going to give me back 21 real. There's nothing I can do with 21 real. I'm going to just think I have money. I'll either buy an ice cream, or I might end up looking for a belt or anything cheaper to match with what I've bought, which is going to make me spend more and everything. I hope this makes sense. Even if you're not going to pay with cash, you're going to put in your card, and you buy something that is, let me say, 89 real, you are not going to see that change in your money balance. It will look almost the same, because 89 is very tricky. But if in your heart you're like, when you buy something for 100 real, you are going to notice that change in your account balance. That 5, when it's 100, is going to drop to 4. But if you paid for something that is 89 real, that 5 will remain 5. You will not notice that you are spending or you're losing money and everything. I think I'm being crazy over here, but it helps me a lot when I'm buying things. If I'm not willing to lose that big amount of money, I'm not going for it. Still, on my people that earn every single month, the best advice is to have a payday routine. A payday routine is, what do I do with my money when I'm paid? And a routine is something that you do often and often and often. Do not wait to wake up around 18. I know that month, when it comes to 18, that's when things are becoming tight. You're like, I'm 2 weeks to being paid and everything. Don't wake up during that time. When am I paid on this day? Sit down with your money and say, what am I going to do with this money? Bills, pay the bills there and then. Savings, put the savings aside. Investment, do it there and then, so that you know, okay, how much extra do I have, and plan according to that money. By the habit of, I have money, I do whatever happens. Emergencies will come when you're not ready. Some bills you pay them in the next month, yet you just pay them in this month and everything else. So have a routine. What do I do with my money every single time I'm paid? Do not lifestyle around money. Money is very, very fragile. It will anything about money, plan, saving, investing and everything. Stop planning per year. A year is so long. Your income might change, it might reduce or increase. A lot of emergencies might happen and everything. Do not plan in a year. Everything that you're doing about money, plan it in 90 days. Those are 3 months. For example, if you're planning to save, let me say 12 million at the end of the year, that is, you've told yourself, I'm going to save 1 million every single year. Just calculate how much money I need to save in 90 days. And maybe every single month do it like that. If you plan like 12 million, you are going to wake up in August. Everyone wakes up in August, they're like, oops, it's already half a year and the year is ending. This is when people work the hardest. I got this idea from a book called Atomic Habits, like planning in 90 days. You feel like you have a short time, but then the goal is small because you know it's doable and everything, and there's always accountability. Every after 3 months you're like, oops, I need to get back on track and everything like that. Yeah, so these big goals, break it down into like 90 days. Those are 3 months. It's very, very easy to keep on track. Other than a big gigantic year, you know what can happen in a year? No. So we will be planning in 90 days. I hope in all these minutes that have been on your screen, there's at least one thing you're like, gotcha, this will help me handle my money better. I will appreciate that. Let's meet in the comment section. Let's share, let's learn from each other and everything. And do not forget to subscribe if this is your first time on my channel. I would love and appreciate that. And if there's any other topic that you want me to share about, I am an open book. I will share with you. So you can also write that in the comment section. Apart from that, thank you so much for always watching my videos. Let's go and handle this money better. I love you and appreciate you. Take good care and bye.